So the Kennedy Carter situation with the Aces is a little bit iffy again. And this is a pity because, look, I had Kennedy Carter in coming into this season as one of the. I said she was one of the five best players in the world. If you take into if you discount all the bullshit as far as basketball players, she's one of the five best players in the world. And man, I was proven right. I was proven right. Like the Kennedy Carter was averaging more points per minute for a while, and like she basically was the Aces go where Kennedy goes. Like the Aces aren't going to, like they're not going to win a title without Kennedy Carter. Like I don't think people understand. They're not going. Like you're not going to be. You might beat Minnesota. The problem is you're not beating Atlanta without Kennedy Carter, and you're probably not beating Golden State without Kennedy Carter. Like they're that type of a team. They're that type of team in the playoffs, and they got killed by Dallas. Dallas have their number, and the scary thing is that maybe she is sick, but she's still being ruled out with an undisclosed illness. She then had a random leg injury. Like she has had 3 different injuries, and since the last time she played a proper game, honestly, sorry, since the AZ Fudd situation, which is the what you call it, the her getting into it on social media with AZ Fudd, she's had 3 different leg injuries and now an illness, and has barely played. Like she's barely played, and that is an issue, because she looked like one of the best players in the world. Like she was averaging 20 points per game, it's now down to 14 per game. But if you look at her game log, you can see against Dallas, which was the AZ Fudd game, she had 12 points in the first half in like 7 minutes. She had like 12 points in her first 7 minutes. And she basically, after that, has not played more than 10 minutes in a single game. She has played 25 total minutes. And obviously struggled. Whereas before that, she was looking like one of the best players in the league, if not the best guard in the league. And yeah, it is genuinely a situation where I just don't, no one knows if she's out of the league. No one knows if the Aces are kicking her off the team. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what she's doing behind the scenes. She took the Aces out of her bio and said, changed her Instagram bio to free agent. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, the Instagram bio said free agent. So it's not like Kennedy Carter is, like there's nothing weird going on. And maybe we're all looking too far into this. And maybe the Aces are big fans of her. Maybe every single one of these things that we are thinking are happening are non-issues, and we're reading too into her changing her Instagram bio to say free agent. Maybe we're reading too into this free agent. Maybe we're reading too into her going at AZ Fudd on threads and A'ja Wilson liking tweets critical of her teammate. Maybe we're looking too far into this. Maybe we're overanalyzing this based on historical precedent with Kennedy Carter. But I'm being honest, this isn't a good look for her, because she's one of the best players in the world. And it's not a good look in the for the WNBA either. It's not a good look for the league, because I'm like, you have one of the best players in the world. You just can't get her shit together. And it's one of these things, like, she's not This is not 2022 Kennedy Carter. And I do think if Kennedy Carter had come into the league with the mentality she currently has, she would have never been gone in the first place. With the skill set and mentality she has, like she's not fist fighting teammates anymore. She's not threatening teammates anymore. Like that's not happening. Like it's not Atlanta Dream Kennedy Carter. Where, to be honest, that team was so dysfunctional it nearly killed Courtney Williams' career as well. And it's not that version of Kennedy Carter. But Kennedy Carter's still going to be Kennedy Carter. And even though, again, she's not starting brawls, she was winning sportsmanship awards in China. Do I think she's a team cancer? No. Do I think she's is always going to be a hard player to deal with for a team? Yeah. Obviously. And yeah, I don't, like, it's always the case with a player like this is like, are they worth it? Are they worth it? Because, like, I do feel like she's worth she's worth it all. I feel like she's so good at basketball that like it's worth like having her on the team for any of the shit. However, obviously, I don't know if the Aces feel like that. And look, maybe she is hurt. Maybe it's she's quitting on the team. Maybe it's suspension. I don't know. We all don't know. But, like, again, it's a real tough one. It is a really, really tough one. Looking at a player with so much talent and so much ability. I'm going to be honest. Have it go to waste. Because, look, if Kennedy Carter doesn't win a ring, if Kennedy Carter doesn't become one of the 20 greatest players to ever live, or 20 peak for peak greatest players to ever live, in my opinion, she's been a disappointment. Like, if she can get her shit together over a 5-year spell, she's still young. Like, she's born in 1998. Like, she still has 3-4 more years of prime. And if you take into account that 2024 season, like, if she finishes out this year like she started off, and if she is injured, if she can go out and get herself healthy, and the Aces win a title, and then she goes to whatever team she goes to next year on a big contract, and probably still underpaid, and if they go and build around her, make her the player, suddenly she might lead the league in scoring, she might be an MVP candidate. And look, I fully believe that if you built a team, like if you are one of these tanking teams, and if you're Connecticut going to Houston and you can't attract any big players, and Connecticut don't strike, like, and they might strike out, maybe Juju doesn't go into draft, and you can't get Houston, or you can't get Juju to Houston. If you just put a bunch of dogs around Kennedy Carter and let Kennedy Carter shoot everything, like, she's gonna break the all-time scoring record. But yeah, that's the video. See you guys.